Yo, this is Joe Flamingo. You watching American Drew. Look, we're going to be ranking top 10 PlayStation 6 designs. Now, I've already did a ranking for the best PlayStation console that already exists. That's in my in my videos. Go ahead and check that one out. That's a good one too. I basically rank every PlayStation console that has come out from PS1 to the Vita and all that, and I put my best to least, in there. You'll be kind of surprised at the verdict, the end verdict of that one, I'm sure. The PlayStation 6 isn't out yet, but there's some wacky, crazy designs that's out right now. Well, not all of them are wacky or crazy, but there's some fantastic designs as well, like that I actually hope they actually do. And some of them I'm just like, why did you do this? So let's get started with the first PlayStation 6 concept console. And I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. We'll take a look at it. So this one, right off the bat, like, it looks kind of weird, right? It looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Like it but also there's something cool about it. I'm not sure if it's the light blue color that it has, but you see this part right here? I wonder if this part right here kind of swings and goes flat within the console. And this is like the thing that holds it, like the charging base or whatever it is. And the console is actually here, and it kind of swings. It can like swing in the middle here, and it's pretty much in the air, or it can go straight up like this. I don't know. I like the design of it. I actually do. I don't know what this is gonna do though. Like, I believe that we would need way more ports than this. There'd have to be at least 2 of these, and at least 2 of these, at least. But yeah, everything else, like, I mean, I don't know how you would put the CD in. Like, I guess the CD would go maybe somewhere under here. I don't know, but I do like the way it looks. I think that if they did make something like this, it would sell. It would sell. I think people would really enjoy looking at something like this just because all of the PlayStations typically look like the same nowadays. So I think this would be a fresh take on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in B tier. It's not a fantastic design, although I can't see exactly how it operates, but it's not a bad one either. Like, I wouldn't be mad if the PlayStation 6 looked like this. We're gonna go to the next one, and the next one looks, I don't know, I'm already not liking it, but let's take a closer look at it. So this is another PlayStation 6 concept, and honestly, I could see the PlayStation 6 looking like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anything that's like simple and just kind of like based in like a basic square or cylindrical shape, I think that they would most likely go with something like that, just because it's easier to mass produce. It's it's more durable, I guess. There's not a lot of moving parts. But I hope that they don't do this. I hope that they don't do this. This looks like a PlayStation Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want the PlayStation's version of an Xbox. I want PlayStation. So, and what kind of controller is that? You look at this controller. What is that? I mean, like, is this like middle open, or is that just the light from the controller? And what are these buttons about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this thing is actually holding the controller or if it's part of the controller. Either way, I don't think I like it. I just don't like the overall blockiness of it. I just don't like that. I like it to be smooth. It's not terrible, but it just looks like a computer. Like, I would just buy a computer. Let's rank it. So based off how it looks, I'm just gonna go ahead and rank this the way I feel, like the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it, I'm gonna rank this as an F. I mean, I know we're gonna have some Xbox fans out here that like the way it looks because they want Xbox to be back on top or whatever it is, but that ain't a good design. I don't like it, and I especially don't like it because it looks like something they would do. And see what we're working with here. This one looking like this looks like they could, like, this is probably the closest to what they would actually do. I'm almost believing that that is the PlayStation 6 how it looks. That's how realistic and close to something that they would do that looks. I would say that's like spot on. I don't want it to be that simple though. You know what I mean? Like of course it's a beautiful design. It's a nice design. It's, you know, they're going with the square and the slenderness. You know, I get it. You know what I mean? It's probably the best design that they could possibly do, it's the best design that they could do while giving us the hardware that we need, but then keeping the durability and the cost down. You know what I mean? So if I was a multi-trillion-dollar company and I wanted to cash in on another system while still having a system that pretty much not everybody has, I would probably make this. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the S rank. I mean, I'm so convinced at that I'm not even sure that's not actually the PlayStation 6. This one I like. Let's take a closer look at this one. So this one right here is probably my second favorite, because the one that I have as my personal favorite is so simple yet futuristic. It's cost efficient. Everything's just right about it. But this one, if I didn't pick that one, it would be this one right here. You see how they have the opening on the bottom to put your controllers, and then the top is the actual console. Like, they have all of your ports there. This is the power button, I'm assuming, or this might even be the power button. I don't know. The controllers are not that much different from what we already get. You know what I mean? Maybe they're a little bit more bulky, but they're probably more durable as well. They probably have more things going on inside the controller. This is a beautiful, like, you see how the air is being dispersed out all around the system. This is top notch, beautiful. I love this design. Like, if they made this, I would not be mad at them at all. And if they charged $1,000 for this, I believe a lot of people would buy it. This thing is sleek. This thing is beautiful. It's not that big from the looks of it. Like, it's not small, but it's not huge either. It can still fit in those little crevices. It's just a beauty to look at because of that, man, and just the design overall just being so unique. I'm gonna have to put this in the S tier. It's gotta go in the S tier, dude. That is just, I hope that they do something like that at some point. I would love to have a system like that. Take a look at this one. This is one of the ones that's floating around a lot right now, as it's getting a lot of attention. It got to the point where a lot of people thought this was real, but I do not believe that this is the actual PlayStation 6. Hell, I don't know, it might be, but based on the looks of it, it doesn't look bad. Like, it's not a bad design. It looks pretty cool, actually. It has those little handles on it. It's more like a desktop tower, kind of. It almost looks like a computer tower. You can sit this thing on the floor, or you can sit this thing wherever. You know, it looks really, really cool. The problem that I'm having with this, and I'm seeing that you could probably put the CDs in here, or whatever it is that the PlayStation 6 uses. I don't know what it uses. It might use lasers. I don't know. But looks like if they did use a disc, it would go up here. Power button. This indicator lets you know it's on. Here's the problem that I'm having. What the hell is this? It's like for an SD card. That would be cool. That would be cool. We put an SD card in there. These controllers. I'm not feeling that. Whoever, like, there's a reason why PlayStation has yet to change the design of their controllers. After all of these years, because they don't have to. It works. It's the perfect design for a controller. It fits in your hand. It basically allows your hands to take full control over it and not slip or fumble or anything like that. That looks like it would give me a hard time. And it would have to be a big controller, to make sure that it can fit all hand types. It would have to be like a semi-big controller, and it doesn't have the little things that go down that hold like it to your hand. Like, no, this looks like a cheaper version of you guys remember the Sega Saturn? This looks like the Sega Saturn controller, but just a little bit updated. I do like the fact that you can put the controllers into the system itself and possibly even charge it like that. But these handleless, weird looking controllers, I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm really not feeling that. I don't like how the D-pad is like sunken in. Like, no. These controllers gotta go. The system itself, not bad, but the controller, no way. I'm not buying it with a controller like that. I'm being straight up with you. But let's go ahead and rank it. So like I said, the console itself is not a bad design. It's just the controller that I really, really, really don't like. And because of that, I have to rate it based on that, because the controllers are a big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in based off the controllers themselves and nothing else. I'm going to have to put that in the D. I got to put that in the D. I'm sorry to whoever designed it. The design of the actual console looks great, but the controllers just threw me out of it. When I saw that, I was like, hell to the no. Like, I'm not going back to Banjo-Kazooie Nintendo 64 controllers, bro. No, like, you guys remember those Nintendo 64 controllers with the little part in the middle for some damn reason? Like, no, man. No. This one was a weird one. When I saw it, I wasn't really sure about it at all. Let's take a closer look at it. So as you can see here, it's very, very simple, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a little too simple. It's a little too cheap looking. It's a little too, you know what I mean? Like, look at this. Like, yeah, it wouldn't take up that much room. It would be like, like out of the way. You can put it in a lot of crevices and all of that stuff, but I'm not feeling this, just how, like, look at this plastic top. I could see, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, I could see Sony making this. I could see Sony making something like this because it's cost efficient. It looks cost efficient. They wouldn't change the controller too much. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll do something extra with this controller that the designer didn't do. But as far as this goes, I could see them making something like this, or at least a version. Like, they'll make the PlayStation 6 how they make it, but I could see them coming back and saying, hey, this is the updated version of the PlayStation 6 or whatever it is for space. You know what I mean? But this is not a bad design at all. It's very sleek. It looks like a little Bose speaker, to be honest. So again, I do like the simplicity of it, and I could see them making something like this, but I don't think it would really catch the eye of the average PlayStation consumer based on it doesn't give off power. It doesn't give off excitement. It doesn't give off value. It just looks like a little speaker PlayStation thing, like a little Amazon dot or whatever it is, you know. So because of that, I'm gonna have to put this in the C. It's not terrible, and it's something that they probably would do. It's better than the one below. You know what I mean? Like the controllers are good, but it's too babyish. It's too small looking. Little speaker, maybe like a HEPA air purifier looking thing. $1,000. That's all I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. This looks like a design that is a modified version of the PlayStation 5. I mean, look at the controllers. Those are PS5 controllers, right? This looks like, and maybe I got the wrong picture. Maybe this is a PS5 concept. But I was in the realm of PS6 concepts, and this is what came up. Very, very slim, and I could see them coming out with a PlayStation 5 that looks just like this. If this isn't how the PlayStation 6 would look, this is definitely how the PlayStation upgraded PlayStation 5 should look. Honestly, the PlayStation 5 should look like this, to be honest. I don't know why it looks like an air filter fan, but it should have looked like this. But yeah, if the 6 looked like this, I think it would turn a lot of people off, to be honest. I think it would. I mean, you would feel like you're just buying another, and let's take the color out of it. Let's take the fact that it's white, like the PlayStation 5, let's take that out of it. Even if it was whatever color it was, if it was purple, it still looks like a PlayStation 5, like a PlayStation 5 Pro. So it's not a bad design. It looks a lot like the PlayStation 5. It looks better than the PlayStation 5 design, to be honest with you, but I think it's in the same realm. If it was a PlayStation 6 concept, I would probably have to rank it at a C. Simply because you should have done this with PlayStation 5. This is how the PlayStation 5 should have looked. So I'm not going to give you any status higher than the C. It's not terrible. It's not good. I mean, it's not great. It's just okay. It's just okay. So I have mixed feelings about this one. It looks pretty cool, but it also looks like a record player, or a weight, or like a hot plate. Like there's nothing wrong with any of those things, but that's kind of how it looked. Now, if that's a screen here, if this is a screen, that would make a lot more sense. That would be a little bit more dope. But if this is just like that's just the logo, and there's nothing like you can do with this, and you can't interact with this at all, and that just flaps open and you put the disc in, I don't see how this would excite anyone. It's very normal, you know, and not normal good, like normal blah, you know, it's just blah. But if this was a screen and you can interact with this and like flick through it and put apps on it and all that other stuff, you know, then that would make this a little bit, like, actually a lot better. And it's going to go into the C. So yes, as you may have noticed, you see a PS4 here. Yes, this is a concept for PS4, but it's so good. I love this concept. I wish that they would make this really happen with the PlayStation 6. The design is gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is touchscreen hollow glass. This is touchscreen hollow glass. The controller is the same concept controller, but it's just made with the hollow glass. And then you have this one here that could be also a projector in some way, or it's a screen of some sort. The CD goes into the side like that. The hard drive or whatever it is that powers it is on the back end of it. This is just an absolutely beautiful piece of equipment. I hope that they actually do something like this, and I know PlayStation saw this, and I know they saw how much people love this concept. They should just pay whoever designed it, him, whatever millions of dollars you want to give him for the design, and make it happen. You guys have the technology, you can do it. I can't put it at S tier the way I want to. I really, really want to. But I'm putting this bad boy at A tier. I don't care that it's not a PlayStation 6 concept. It could be. All you have to do is switch the 4 to a 6. That's it. So we're just going to keep it there because I love it so much. And I hope that somebody from PlayStation sees this video and makes this. I know, like, why would they see my video and then make the console? Like, from me, there's way bigger YouTubers than me, but I hope somebody sees this or passes this along or saves this video or shares it to somebody who has something to do with PlayStation so they can make this. If not the 6, the 7 then. You know what I mean? But make this console. It's unbelievable. So this is the final PlayStation 6 console concept. Right off the bat, it looks a lot like the PlayStation 5, the thing that I thought was the PlayStation 5 console. But it's just bigger. It's just like fatter, like more robust. Looks more like a computer really than anything else. I could definitely see them doing this. The look though, the design is very like, you know what I mean? It's not great, but it's not bad either. And it looks like they could mass produce those. You know what I mean? It's basically a computer. Everybody says that the computer gaming is superior. It's much, much more superior to the console. And so I'm thinking maybe PlayStation 6, if they were to, because you know how everybody says that, like, we just got the PlayStation 5 to be available for people. Why are you trying to drop a PlayStation 6? Well, if the PlayStation 6 was a computer, then you can get your computer gaming going with the PlayStation computer and still have the PlayStation 5 at the same time. I'm going to put this at A tier because it looks like something that they would definitely do. If this turned out to be a computer, it would go in S class because you know that computer gonna be hella strong. It's gonna be like one of the best performance computers or gaming computers you get. So if that happens to be a computer-based like design for PlayStation 6, it will go up here in the S tier. But for right now, we're gonna keep it in the A. So this is how we're doing it. Take a quick look at it. Going down, and there you have it. That's my top 10, or rather top 9, if you will, PlayStation 6 concept console ranking. I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to keep this one, kind of compact, just kind of get to it, show you what I thought about it, and just keep it moving. But I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to do more videos like this where there's concepts about consoles and things like that, so we can, enjoy them together, and you can give your opinion in the comments what you thought about whichever one. If you liked the video, please like it. It doesn't take much for you to do, but it means a lot to me. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, of course, subscribe. I would love to see you subscribe after watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you guys very much. Go watch my other video that I made about the ranking on the all the PlayStation consoles. That should be up as well. And again, I want to thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Joe Flamingo. It's been American Drew. See you in the next video.